Am I the only one? I can't be the only one that has this thing going on. So I'm coming here because I wanted to find out. Even though I suspect I'm not the only one. Yeah. If you're doing what I'm about to talk about for the love of all that is good in this good earth, I'm going to ask you to stop doing it. What is it that I'm talking about? Oh, it's about those group invitations. Yeah, we're going to talk about that here tonight. Have you woken up in your day to open up your messages and your notifications only to find out that you've been handsomely selected to be part of a group as a preview? And you're thinking, I don't even know who this is. Who is? I'm not sure. I think I met this person in a group. I think maybe, I don't really know. Or maybe you got an invitation to like a business page, a Facebook page, or any page, right? And you don't remember why or who they are. And so you thought, I don't even know what to do about this, right? Or maybe you did it to be nice and you said, all right, I guess I'll click like, I guess I'll join the group. All right, I'm Nancy Lewis Hill, the Lighten Up Entrepreneur, and I help great, amazing business owners and event developers, I guess you would call them. I'm not sure. I don't like event planners, but to have amazing communities that are interactive, connected, and absolutely crazy about being together. So that you can keep on going and doing whatever it is that you're doing to create a big impact in the world. Yeah, because that's what you want to do, and I get it. So that's what I'm here to do. And today, in this video, I'm going to cover something that just has to stop. If you're still doing this, today's the last day you're going to do it, okay? Tell me this. And if you're not doing it, well, woohoo to you. I'm proud of you. So let's jump in, and I want to make sure I got the comments. Hey, Timbo. Hey, Brian, what's going on? Oh my gosh, you're not getting those group invites? You poor thing. What the heck? Now more than ever. I know. Let's talk about this a little bit. All right. I'm pulling up my notes because I got really passionate about this, and I thought, oh gosh, if I don't really stay on my notes today, I'll probably go way off track, and then I'll end up in conversation with you all, which I like the conversation with you. But I want to get the message out and be quick about this. Bing, bang, boom. That's the game today. So everyone loves Nancy and know that she would be a grand group member. That must be why, right? You know what, Ellen? I'll take that. My ego needed something for today, so I'll take it. And I'll take the woohoos up there too. Shout out to the notes. Shout out to the banners. Shout out to the StreamYard love. And I know something did not happen. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. Hey there, Brian. All right, so no kidding. Yay for the notes. Heavens to Murgatroyd. So yeah, let's just, this is my single clap. Tim loves these. Okay, so that's my happy clap. All right, into the banners we go, shall we? So as I said, please, for the love of all that is good on this green earth, stop doing that. Stop inviting people to like your page and join your group when you just have met them. You don't even know them yet. You don't know anything about them. Don't do that. It's not doing you any good. I'm going to tell you, there's the bottom line to that. It really doesn't do you any good. I know, I'm getting excited. Here's what's going on. You're going to do that. You're going to invite somebody to like your page or join your group because you met them somewhere, or you saw them in somebody else's group, or they followed somebody that you like, or whatever. They made a comment. I don't know what it is, but some wackadoodle way you said to yourself, I'm going to do this. Or they said to themselves, I'm going to do this. This is what happens. The person's going to possibly like or join just to be nice. Because you know what? In my world, people are nice. And that's just how I see it, right? In a pleasant situation, people are kind and nice, and they will do it to be kind and nice, but then they will rarely interact. Womp, womp. Insert womp womp sound. I think I did it better than a sound machine. And just the bottom line is more isn't necessarily better. Just like too much ice cream and too much pizza, it probably sounds like a really great idea, but then once you have it, it's probably not such a great plan. So the second one, if someone has no idea who you are or what you're about, and they're careful about what they do and where they're going on the online space, wherever that is, why would they want to be connected to your business page or your group? Right? So, like valuable people will think about that. They will value where their names are attached to and what information they're going to get. So, oh my gosh. Let me jump back to your comments because I don't want, what's a Murgatroyd? I don't even know, but heavens to it, my friend. Heavens to it. Happy Thursday evening, Mandy Joe. All right. So, bumping on back. Bumping on back. Hey, Mandy Joe. I'll leave you up there, but nonetheless. Okay. So, as we move along, what do you do instead? Because really, that's what I want to tell you. I can go on and on about all the things that you should not do. And what's going to happen is if everyone's in your group, right, and they're really not connected to your message, your product, your service, your mission, all of that stuff, um, it doesn't help you. It actually hurts you. So yeah, let's do this. Instead, I'm going to tell you the main thing you can do because I did the Clifton Strengths, and no wonder I feel like this. No wonder I get so fired up. I'm all about relationships. I'm super into. I got to know you. And I want to know that we've I don't know that we shook hands first, and then maybe we hugged a little, and I got to know you before you said, "Hey, why don't you come on to my house?" Like I don't know if I want to go to your house yet. So what's that called? Yeah, right there. Build relationships. I know. And you're all going to be like, yeah, I know. Probably talking to y'all here know. Because if you're around me, you get it. I'm all about that relationship thing. But what you want is I'm going to encourage you to interact. Yep, yep, yep. You're going to interact and get to actually know the people that you're talking to. Get to really know somebody before you ask them to like your business page. Get to know whether or not they would find value in what you offer. If they're aligned with your messaging, yeah, all of that stuff. Like, what value is it to have them like your business page? What value is it to have them be part of your community? The thing about it is, yeah, you don't want them all hanging around in your private Facebook group if they don't even know who you are. And they're all hanging around in your private Facebook group. I said that, right? So if they're hanging around in your group, whether it's LinkedIn, Facebook, the local yokel shop, I don't know if we can do that in person anymore, but we will be. If they're not really interested, then they're just standing around. That doesn't do any good for everybody else because no one's going to feel connected. Can you see where that makes sense? Because when everyone feels connected, there's a reason that they're there. Well, at least for me, it is. I mean, I don't want to be in a place where I don't feel like I'm connected to anybody. Time is precious. And if I'm going to spend my time, I want to make sure I'm spending it with people that, I don't know, that I click with whatever it is that we're clicking. So shout out to the clicks, Tim. If you don't mind, would you shout out to the clicks for me? Drop a hashtag Nancy tip if this is making sense, and let me know what it is that that kind of strikes you when you get a Nancy tip. Just give me a hashtag Nancy tip. Oh, I should give you my hashtag indicator. Oh Lord, I froze again. This is the problem in my house. What happened is I'm sure Wayne has switched the television, and our streaming TV has probably shut me down again. This is not uncommon, and I don't like this. But I need to kick him off the television. He's not allowed to watch TV when I broadcast. So you're still getting my audio, I hope. That would be cool. And let me just jump over to. Hang on. I'm going to jump in through my cell phone because I can. Hold on, folks. Hello. Well, as per usual, we have streaming TV here, and I believe Wayne went on and he streamed and he went on to Zoom, and therefore tied up my streaming bandwidth. It is not a StreamYard issue, it is a Wayne Hill issue. Oh, gosh, the things I have to put up with. But let me finish what I was saying because it's still all the same message. I'm not frazzled by this whatsoever. And let me get my notes. But yeah, it's going to be all about relationships because if you don't have a relationship, okay, I'm going to bring in my green screen here. It's like literally going to be green, I think. All right. I can't. If we don't have a relationship, then what you're going to have is people that are inside of a group, people that are part of your community that are giving no value whatsoever. And then you wonder why it's dead, and you wonder why it's not moving, and you wonder why your mission isn't moved forward. You're not making the impact in the world that that you've set out to make, right? And it's because you haven't made any, like you haven't brought your people together. You haven't made a cohesive reason for people to be together. You following what I'm saying on that? So one of the most important things you can do is make sure that you are selective when you choose who will be in your group. Make sure that you put the thought process in there with to whom you want to be part of your group. Now, you, on the other hand, as well, if you are the invitee and you think you're doing someone a favor, right? You think you're doing somebody a favor because they invited you to like their business page or they invited you to be part of their group or whatever they've set up. And you say, well, I want to be nice. So I want to do this, right? You're really not doing them a favor. Understand that you're not doing them a favor at all. You're actually causing them more damage. Yeah, I know. Streaming and Zoom. I know, right? That's the thing. Look at you guys. I can be back this way. You love it? The audio's good? Awesome. 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 I know. And that's the thing, Mandy Joe, cleaning up the people that don't interact. And it's not that I want to kick people out, but understand that if you're going to be in a group, the best thing you can do is interact, is say something. And I know that oftentimes we may feel that we don't know what to say in the group, or that we're going to be. Here's one of the things I find that people get hung up on is they're afraid they're going to get sold something in a group, and that they're going to be asked to buy something and take something to a whole nother level. And it doesn't have to be that way. But if you've set up, if you set up your group with relationships, right? And people know what they're getting into when they get to know you. Yeah. They're not going to have that sense that you're going to sell them because I'm going to assume that you have set it up such that when I got to know you enough, I know you, I like you, I trust you. And I literally mean know you, like you, trust you. And I'm not saying make somebody quote unquote feel like they know you, like you, trust you. You've now built a relationship with somebody and they don't have a fear of like, oh, I've been duped, I've been set up, I don't know, I've been positioned to be had. um, oh, these are all the things, and I'm not alone in that one. I'm pretty sure I'm not. If any luck, I can come back into this stream and it will be super freaking cool. Look, it's like magic. She's back. Am I choppy on your end though, video wise? Let me know because I will definitely go back to audio if that helps. So yeah, that's the thing. You got to interact. You got to say something, anything, and to sit in somebody's group and be a part of it and never say a word doesn't do any good for the rest of the group, right? Hopefully, you're all there for a reason that goes together. Thank you, Mandy Jo. Thank you for letting me know. So what can you do? Can you message them and ask them if they want to be a part of the group? Right. Well, that's a good thing. It's just like, is everything, does this serve you? Is there something in there that doesn't, that's not resonating with you? How can we make it more exciting? What would you like to see in the group? And I know that polls are a nice thing. I see them being done. I know, Cindy Lou, we've talked about this so many times, about this particular subject. But it really comes down to it, doesn't it? It's that you have to have a relationship. People need to know that who they're about to go into relationship with before you like just bring them in, right? So yeah, Mandy Jo, you can certainly let's take this like on our own personal level. If somebody messaged me and said, "Is there a reason? I know that you're in my group. I love that you're there." I mean, you want to compliment somebody if they really are there and you really do want them there. You can say that. Oh, thank you, Cindy Lou. Well, thank you. And just, is there something that we can do to make this a better group for you? What would you want to see? And I know that they're doing polls now. I personally haven't had a lot of good luck or experiences, even in my clients, in using polls. I think it's a different, maybe over time, you do a few polls, people get used to it. But it seems to me that I just don't get a whole lot of different reactions out of polls. I think they're great personally. So maybe if what you have to do, here's the bottom line, my friend, is you have to test these things out. You have to test and see what works and what's not working, because every community, wherever it is going to be different. It's going to be filled with the different types of people anyways. Oh, thank you. You know what it is, Cindy Lou? Cindy Lou says I look marvelous. I look totally amazing and beautiful and wonderfully made. It's lipstick. I mean, that's all I did. I didn't do anything else. I put lipstick and gloss on because my lips were dry, to be honest with you. So now I look, my mom would be proud of me. She was always like, women should always wear lipstick. She didn't say it like that because she was from here. And so, yeah, she did not have a Southern accent. Not at all. So where was I with my banners? My banners. So here's what you can do. You can ask someone to join your group, but only after you've got a connection and you've built some sort of rapport between the two of you. Once you have something going on, then you can say, "Hey, would you like to?" And I know Brian, I don't think Brian is still here right now. If you are, Brian, let me know. Great lippy. Thank you. Brian and I had a conversation a couple of months back because I felt as though we had met, but I didn't know him well enough. And I wanted us to talk more before he would start to ask me stuff. And it wasn't anything weird, trust me. It was totally business, but that's me. I mean, that's the relationship person that I am. I want to get to know somebody a lot more so that I don't feel like I'm going to be sold to, that I'm not going to be manipulated into buying whatever it is that you're doing, right? Anyhow, yeah. So you can ask someone to join your group. Seriously, before you just send an invite, ask them, "Hey, would you like to join my group? This is what we're doing in there. Does that sound like something that interests you?" And give them the out. If it's not something you're interested in, please be honest with me, because I'm really building a community of engaged people. I'm building a community of people who are knitted together. And I have to be honest, I've joined a few groups that I just don't get to be in enough. But I like them. So I need to go and practice my own things and stop some of the groups that I don't have any interest in anymore, or they don't serve me. So do that for yourself as well. So that was my other thing. And here's my next note. It's a bigger one. Don't join someone's group or like their page just to be nice, because you're actually causing them more harm in the whole algorithm, in their whole business, in their mission, in their nonprofit, all of that stuff, by being a bunch of people in there that aren't talking or aren't moving. And here's a simple thing you can do, even if it's not, I'm not saying you have to go into the groups that you belong to. as a member, you don't have to say something every single day. You don't have to have major conversations with everybody in there every single day, but respond to something in there. Somebody makes a post, make a comment back, get to know the other people in that group. If you are a member of a group, get to know the other members. It's really kind of the cool thing to do. So that was it. It was kind of a little bit of a soapbox. Every once in a while, Mandy Joe, you clean up your groups, and I hadn't thought about pages. Yeah, and that's the other thing too, because it's really great. It's really cool to see all those likes on your page, but if those aren't your target folks who like your page, what happens is the computer doesn't know that, right? The computer says, oh, look, these are all the people that like her page. And they are a certain type of people, whatever. They have all of these, however, all of those algorithm things work. I think Jerry Ann could probably explain it more, but the bottom line is it looks for cross sections of things and commonalities between things. And when it finds it, it's going to promote your page to those types of people more. And if those aren't really the types of people that are interested in what you're doing, you're going to be flooded with the wrong people, the total wrong people. So that's what I wanted to just share with you today. If you are just saying, oh, I'm so glad we met, and then right afterwards, after having a friend request done and the person accepts your friend request, and then like the next day you go off and you friend request them, you went and add them to your group, for the love of all that's good in this world, please stop doing that. And if you know someone doing that, educate them and tell them why it's not a great idea. I'm glad you were here with me tonight. If you want to be a member, join our private group, Lighten Up with Miss Nancy. You know what? There's a reason behind the name. I'm not going to explain it right now, but if you're interested, then just drop #Moose in the comments and I will contact you and we'll talk about it to make sure that you're a good fit, because yes, I do practice what I preach. I don't bring everyone into my private group because it's a special place, and that's just how that is. So there you have it, folks. Yeah, for the love of all that's good. Why am I in this group? Why am I even here? I've said it before. Like, how did I get into this? Who is this? The other one is when they change the name of the group and they don't, like, you didn't even know what they were in the first place. Like, I don't even know what this is. So is there a way to get your own page likes cleaned up, almost like kicking them off your page if they don't participate? Yeah, well, there is. You can clean that thing up. That's a whole nother discussion for another time. Right now, I'm just going to cover the groups because you'll get me all fired up, Mandy Joe, about all kinds of stuff. But that was it. It happened today, actually. Just be really quick with this. Today, I actually ran into 3 different scenarios where people were having this very question. And I just thought to myself, you could have 20,000, 30,000 people in a group and it can get quiet. And when you post an engagement post in there to get people to talk again, whatever it is, I don't know, what month's your birthday? I don't know, one of those things. What's your favorite color, red or blue? And you get people to engage. I'm going to tell you something, that even if there's 30,000 people in that group, you're not going to get 30,000 comments. That would be the most phenomenal post ever in the history of anything ever posted on social media, right? So let's just say they get 100. I just said 30,000 people are members of the group, right? If you only get 100 comments, think about that average, the percentage of that, right? The percentage of that is small. So when you're sitting there and you have, I don't know, a group of 500, and you only get a few comments here and there, just understand that that's the same as a 30,000, a 10,000, 5,000 member group getting 50 comments on a post, right? The key to it is to have consistent commenting. to have it's always breeding. There's always something going on in there, whether somebody's posting a comment and it's a response, or there's a picture or a video. That's what's going on, kids. So if you're a member of somebody's group, go in there once in a while and make sure you belong there. Connect with the people in there. Most of the groups that I belong to, it's because I have friends in there. And to me, that matters. I like being with my friends. So, all right, I am done with this. Tomorrow, I invite you to enjoy the Mornings with the Moose, Lighten Up with the Moose. I believe Sherry Roberts called it that. I'll take that. I will be doing it here on this very business page tomorrow morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern. I hope that you are up, up and ready to roll for the day, because we'll be here. It will be me and a small group of my friends, and this guy over here, the Moose. And other than that, I will be back here next Thursday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. You totally understand that sentiment. However, I'm finding that some people walk up and tell me how much they love my posts, and they never step in and comment online, yet we are touching them. So is booting them off the best way? No. I see, that's exactly what Amanda Jo was asking. Do you just boot them? I wouldn't boot somebody, but you reach out. Because what happens is people don't necessarily know that they're not helping you. People who genuinely want to be, Cindy Lou, are you talking about you post on your business page, personal profile, or in your groups? To which ones are you referring? All three, perhaps? I just want to know where that's at, Cindy Lou, because I do understand that as well. That happens. I don't boot people. The only time I'll boot somebody is if I look and they haven't said anything in a really long time, and then I message them and they don't respond to my messages, and I send them a few messages. That pretty much, and I really do a lot of work behind the scenes. When I'm going to give you another insider on me too, is as a membership experience concierge. That's what I'm looking at myself as these days. I do a lot behind the scenes in somebody's group to make sure that there's a cohesiveness. I mean, there's a matter of when's the last time the person commented in your group? Have they been a member of your group since, I don't know, 2017, and they haven't said anything in 3 years? There's a lot you can do behind the scenes. You can message them and ask them, hey, is everything okay? How are you? You could, before you message them, you could go to their profile to make sure that they're okay. Make sure that something didn't happen to somebody that isn't talking anymore, because that happens too. So go there and check their profile to make sure that they're all still membership experience concierge. Why, thank you. Make sure that they're still kicking, right? Make sure that all's well in their world, because it might not be. Also, you can go there and just see on their profile, they may not have posted in a long time. So they may have actually made it an exodus from the platform that you're on. There's, I don't know. How are you not a top fan, Cindy Lou? I don't understand that. That makes no sense to me at all. You are a top fan. The other thing you can do, so once you check the profile to see if there's any kind of activity, and this is true in LinkedIn, Instagram, you name it, every single platform. You just look to see if the person's active at all, because it may not be you. They may not be around that platform anymore. So there's that. The other one is if they've been with you all that time and you go to their, oh Lord, and you go to their phone call. So you go to their profile and they are active, but they're not active in yours, right? That says something. Then you can message them and say, hey, how's everything going? I don't know if you notice that I have my group, that you're a member of my group. Is there something I can do to make this group more appealing to you? And then, or you message them and they don't even answer at all. They never respond to anything you send them in Messenger. and they never comment on your stuff, but they're active on their own, you could also comment on their posts on their personal profile. It will wake them up to see yours. There's a whole lot of ways that you can do this stuff. Or you could just say, you know what, I've done stuff like that and I get no response back. So I don't think that you're an active member of my community. I don't think you're a good fit. I've also removed people when I realized that when I've gone to their profile that we are diametrically opposed in our I don't know, our missions. You know, if I can see that things that they're posting are totally not at all in alignment with me, I will remove them from a group because they may have shifted. Something may have come up, and if it's totally off, there's no insult made. It's just you and I are not in alignment for a private group relationship. We can remain connected on this platform, just not in this private group. Does all that make sense? I went off a bit, but I think hopefully I answered your question, Cindy Lou. Not sure if I did, but I'm going to assume that I did. I'm going to take my lippy self and wrap this up. And now, thank you for that comment. Membership concierge, membership experience concierge. That's me. It's not community manager. I'm not just out there just making sure that there's posts and people are responding. It's much more than that. So, all right, y'all. I hope it was helpful. Like I said, drop a Nancy tip if there was something that you picked up that you thought was valuable. And yeah, the private group piece is the key. Honest to goodness, I agree. I totally agree. And it's your place. It's your space to do what you want to do with people that are like-minded or in the same, are going in the same direction. So it's important that you keep it that way. The integrity of that group is essential because look it, somebody came to that group. If you do this right, someone came to that group because they decided that they know you, they like you, they trust you. And that includes they know you, they like how you operate, and they trust that you will keep the integrity of what you invited them into. It's not like having them come into your house and all of a sudden you switch it and you become some wild person in your house and they're like, I didn't mean to be here. But so, okay. So I will see you tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m. Eastern, right here for, I don't know, lightened up mornings with the moose with you all. And other than that, I'll be here next Thursday at 9:30 p.m. Have a fantastic rest of whatever it is you're doing. And if you caught this on the reruns, go ahead and hashtag rerun me so I know you were here. Until tomorrow morning. I will see you all. And I think he's done too.